Hi guys, my name is Richard Wagon. I'm a professional triathlete and coach with rwtraining.net. Today I'm here to explain my fruitarian experience during the season of 2001, 2011 and 2012. So basically what I did, I read the book 80-10-10 and I decided to try a fruitarian diet for see how endurance athletes will feel and how if it would work or not. So basically my diet was about 80 to 90% of the diet from fruits, a little bit of vegetables and a good amount of greens. So so I did this, and then in the beginning I felt really good. I lost a lot of weight. I felt I had a lot of energy, and about, I don't know, 8 months into it, maybe a little bit more, I started to feel like I had no energy. I started to have taking more naps during the day. I was always hungry. I tested my hormone level was a little going up and down. My DHEA especially was going really low. That happened with my wife as well. I don't know if she wants to share that, but just to have you guys have an idea, it happened, with both of us. And then I started getting really fatigued. And then in the end of the season of 2012, I had to stop in actually 2 races. Like on the Ironman Florida in 2012, I just didn't have any energy. Like on mile 80 on a bike, I just didn't have any energy whatsoever. So since then, like I actually doubted a little bit of the vegan diet, and I tried going back to more like a paleo type of diet, and then that was even worse. Like I was vegan for 4 years, and I never got sick. Like before, every January, February, I used to have sinus, and because I was just a vegetarian at that time, and I used to have sinus. Usually, January and February here in Florida, I had a little bit of sinus. Then it was funny because when in 2 months and a half that I experimented putting a little bit more eggs in my diet and a little bit of fish. It was like this. I picked it up a sinus infection. So like, okay, I gotta go back to just plain vegan, and so what I did is I actually add more fat into it, and I cut it down the amount of fruits that I put in my diet. So now what I focus on is getting more carbohydrates from fiber, from veggies and all that stuff. I add a little bit more proteins in my diet, and a little bit more fat as well. So I still eat carbohydrates, of course, but like not as crazy. And then I choose other sources of carbohydrates except fruit. I still eat fruit, don't get me wrong. Fruit's not gonna make you fat. I'm far away from saying that. What I'm saying is for endurance athlete, that just didn't work for me. It might work for other people, but for me, like it just, it was the fruit. It was too much the quick energy, not the sustaining energy for me. So, and it's like, if you guys have a chance of reading the Thrive Diet book from Brendan Brazier, he explains it here pretty well. Like the higher the intensity, the more carbohydrate you need. The lower intensity, the more fat as fuel you're gonna burn. So it's very important for an Ironman or half Ironman to train your body how to use fat as fuel. Okay, and that comes with training. It's not that you need to add a whole lot of or just eat fat, but you need to have a little bit more fat in the diet so you can train your body how to use fat as fuel. During the fruitarian experience, after a while, I did gain a little bit of weight, But I think the weight I gain is not because of the fruit or anything like that. The weight is because my body was under stress, you know, and then when your body's under stress, your cortisol levels go up, and then you have, then, you know, like when you have stress, your body's gonna hold on with fat. So that's, for me, it's exactly what happened. I don't know for sure, but I know that now the weight is coming back off. I'm actually feeling much better on a diet that I'm following, like with a little bit more fat, using a little bit more proteins, in a little bit more beans and legumes and stuff like that. I feel much stronger. For example, today I did a 25K run at 720 pace. All I used was the Vespa before, and I use it, basically the Vespa helps you burn fat as fuel, and that's all I had for on the 2 hour. That's all I had, you know. I had this and electrolytes, that's it, nothing else. And when I was doing my fruitarian experiment, you know, like I felt that every workout I had it to, in order to have energy, I was having to have more and more and more sugar. Like I used to have, I still make my own gels, but I felt like I needed like every 15 minutes or so. And so now, like finally my body is like burning fat as fuel. I don't need as much. Like I had a pretty decent run today, and I didn't use anything at all, just electrolytes. So in a long distance race, that's what you need. You need to train your body to use fat as fuel. So that explains a little bit of my experience. Like I know it works for a lot of people, and you know, it helps people lose weight and all that, and I encourage that. But you know, if somebody asks me for endurance athletes, it didn't work. It's, and in my website and my nutrition plans, I never suggest that. I suggest more a sustainable source of energy, carbohydrates from fiber and all that, a little bit more fat, and train your body how to use fat as fuel. I'm gonna put the link below for my website and my blog. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Enjoy.